We found Dan on one rainy day in January 2017, driving around looking at open homes, open houses, and we walked on the threshold of this house, and there was this guy with this big smile who said, "Welcome to my open house." The reason we wanted to move, we actually had no intention of moving. We lived for 30 years in our old home in Chino Hills, but we have a developmentally disabled daughter who we moved to Peppermint Ridge here in Corona, which is this great nonprofit for the developmentally disabled. And we wanted to be closer to her as we age and only be able to drive a few minutes to visit her and be involved in the organization. We hadn't been in the real estate market for 3 decades, so it's almost like this was a first-time transaction. But as far as what requirements were we looking for in a realtor, quite frankly, when we walked in here that day and saw this house and met Dan, we didn't already have a predetermined checklist. But because of his demeanor, how friendly he was, how outgoing, and how motivated he was to motivate us to really light a spark in us, tell us, time is of the essence, and you better, this is a good deal, you better move on. And he was right. He was right. So it's not like we came into this deal expecting, with the whole checklist of the realtor must be whatever, but we immediately felt at ease and comfortable, like he was the right guy and he was the right choice. He's personable, he's motivated, he's responsive, he's customer service oriented, and he knows what he's doing. And he really, really helped in a pleasant way push and drive the process so that it all concluded in an expeditious manner and ended up going the way we wanted things to go. Working with Dan was always very, very easy, very responsive, calling, texting. Again, he'd always get back to us. He was very, very service oriented and always very positive. Even when we had a few stressful moments, he was pretty mellow the whole time. Dan, in our opinion, really went above and beyond your average, I think, salesperson. Yes, everyone works because they want to get paid and make a commission, but he really pushed us, but he pushed us in a good way. He pushed us in a way that really, pushed us to get our other house listed, get it sold, get it, and just pull this whole transaction together, because there is a window to get things done. And it is true that if you drag your feet, you wait too long, the opportunity's gone. So his pushing us in a good way through this whole process was really a positive thing, because ultimately it got us what we wanted, and it worked out great.